Students, in the second part of this lecture, we'll be talking about obesity. Obesity is a very commonly talked about term. Obesity is simply not a lifestyle disorder. It is also a disease per se when it exceeds the body mass index. When we define obesity, the simple definition of obesity is increased adipose tissue in the body, that is increased fat amount, increased number of fat cells, increased number of adipocytes. It is a chronic disease, increasing in prevalence, and it is epidemic. Now, what is body mass index? Body mass index defines the amount of mass that is needed for the body. It is calculated weight in kilogram divided by height square. That is, you have to convert whatever you measure in centimeter or whatever into meter. Weight divided by meter square is the body mass index. This body mass index defines, there are gradations of what is normal, what is high. If we fall within the range, that means we are normal, and if the body mass index is high, it is known as obesity. There are two types of obesity. One is truncal obesity and one is hip obesity. Truncal obesity, also known as apple or android obesity, that is more in males, in which there is excess fat on the abdomen. And pear or gynoid obesity is excess fat on the thighs and the buttocks, common in women. Now, body mass index, that is weight in kilogram divided by height, that is taken in meters square. Underweight is less than 18.5, normal is 18.5 to 24.9, overweight is 25 to 29. Overweight is not obesity. Overweight is not a disease. It is a lifestyle disorder. You can get back to normal, but obesity is a disease. And it can be class 1, class 2, class 3 extreme obesity, class 1 30 to 34, class 2 35 to 39, and class 3 40. Now, waist. Now, depending upon the country of origin, the waist circumference is also taken as a measure for obesity. In Indians, waist circumference in males more than 90 and females more than 80. Now, BMI in Indian population is, in Asians, underweight is less than 18.5, normal is 18.5 to 22, pre-obesity is 23 to 27, and obesity is more than 27.5. Health risk, nutritional deficiencies, diseases, osteoporosis is underweight, normal low risk, pre-obesity moderate risk, and obesity is high risk. Now, waist size, women less than or equal to 35 and men less than or equal to 40. And they are at, now depending upon the BMI and the waist size, you can compare. If the BMI is between 25 to 29, increased, 30 to 34 high, and 35 to 39 is very high. Now, what does waist to hip ratio means? Depending upon the waist to hip ratio, the health risk is there in men and women. In this chart you can see, in women 0.80 or below, the health risk is low. 0.81 to 85 is moderate, more than 0.85 is high, and similarly in men. This is the prevalence. Now, the main cause of obesity is energy imbalance, host agents, and environmental factors. But the predominant factor is energy imbalance. What is energy imbalance? What we consume, we do not use. If we consume more and utilize less, it will lead to accumulation of fat cells. If we eat less, if we consume less, and if we eat less and consume more, that is, if we are eating less in amount and using up all those calories more, that will lead to weight loss. But if we are eating too much of calorie accumulation, and we are not shedding those calories, it will lead to accumulation. Now, the environmental factors, food, toxins, inactivity, drugs, viruses, all these lead to obesity. But the predominant factor is food and inactivity. We eat lots, but we are very active. There will be no accumulation. But at times there are certain drugs that lead to increased weight. For example, steroids, progesterones, estrogens. There are many such drugs that lead to increase in weight. But more than drugs, the predominant factor is food and inactivity. Now, the main cause of first is neutral calorie balance, that is, calorie consumed is equal to calories used, no change in weight. Positive calorie balance, calories consumed more than calories used, weight gain. Negative calorie balance is calories consumed are less than the calories used. Environmental factors, in pregnancy, maternal diabetes, maternal smoking, intrauterine nutrition, breastfed for more than 3 months, decrease future risk of obesity. The more you breastfeed the baby, the lesser the chance of obesity. in the child. Lesser breastfed, more amount of the external supplements, more chance of obesity. Do obese children grow into obese adults? Not always. 10 to 20 obese children grow up into obese adults. 40 to 50% of obese children more. 60 to 80% obese adolescents. So this is a rebound of obesity. Now, what are the medications that can lead to weight gain? Most importantly are the psychotropic drugs. For example, the antidepressants, the specific serotropin release inhibitors, the atypical antipsychotics, lithium, beta adrenergic receptor blockers, diabetes medication, insulin, the sulfonylurea group, tamoxifen, that is anti-estrogen, and steroids. Now, diet and physical activity. Diet and physical activity are the main factors that influence obesity. High calorie intake, low physical activity, obesity. Simple ratio. Low calorie intake, more physical activity, no obesity. Now, smoking. Smokers have a low body weight than non-smokers. Why? Because tobacco in the smoke decreases the appetite. Hence, you eat less, so you lose weight. Viruses. For example, higher antibody levels to adenovirus. Virus infection can at times lead to obesity. Microbiomes. You have these host agents now. What are the genetic causes? For example, the melanocortin gene at times leads to obesity in 6%. Leptin gene is now an important gene for obesity. So nowadays many drugs are being developed against this leptin gene, and at times you have this POMC gene and this agouti gene. Now coming on to pathophysiology. Again we come back to the same hemodynamics, environment, genes, decreased activity, more food intake, excess fat. Now, whenever there are excess fat stores, what will happen? These excess fat stores will decrease due to increased fat cell size, and adipokines will lead to diabetes, chronic cardiovascular diseases, cancer, and diseases due to increased fat mass, that is social stigma, osteoarthritis, sleep apnea. Now, whenever there is an increase in fat store, you can have the diseases related to adipokines, that is diabetes, the cardiovascular diseases, and one is because you are fat, there is social stigma, osteoarthritis, and sleep apnea. Complications and consequences. One most important, the metabolic sex syndrome, obesity, hypertension, and diabetes. So, whenever a person is obese and the BMI is more than 30, there is the risk of diabetes. Now, this is the BMI equivalent for diabetes in South Asians compared to other populations in Canada. Now, dyslipidemia. What is dyslipidemia? That is the good cholesterol, high density lipoprotein cholesterol is less, high triglyceride, increased in waist size, obesity, and it can lead to, that is, obesity can lead to other disorders like cardiovascular disease. Increase in BMI more than 1.1 kg per meter square. There is an increase in cardiovascular disease by 6%. Also increases the risk of heart failure, atrial fibrillation. In short, obesity increases the risk for the cardiovascular disorders. Hypertension, most important consequence of obesity. Why? Because if you are fat, there are increased fat cells, increased fat deposition in the blood vessels, atheroma formation, atherosclerosis, decreased blood flow, hypertension, ischemia, clot formation, kidney disease, focal segmental glomerular sclerosis, increased risk of stones, increased risk of ESRD, that is end-stage renal disease, gastrointestinal tract, you can have cholelithiasis, that is stones in the gallbladder, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and gastroesophageal reflux disorder. Most important cancers that can occur because of obesity is colon, rectum, and gallbladder, and in the woman, cancer of the reproductive system, gallbladder, and the breast. What are the endocrine effects? You can have polycystic ovarian disease, infertility, insulin resistance, hypogonadism, and gynecomastia. As you have seen, gynecomastia is a very common complication of obesity in men, and polycystic ovarian disease and infertility. And the moment the woman loses weight, at times conceiving gets more easier, and at times PCOS also gets cured without treatment. Increased risk of community acquired pneumonia. Why? Because whenever there is obesity, what will happen? There is more amount of fat, more amount of energy intake, and what will happen? There will be defect in the liver, there will be increased hepatic insulin resistance, there will be the formation of the metabolic syndrome, there will be the leading to gout. So obesity has multifaceted outcomes. Now, What are the different diseases associated with increased fat mass? Osteoarthritis. People who are fat often complain of knee pain. Why? That is inflammation of the joints. Osteoarthritis. Stretch marks or striae, as you have seen post pregnancy. Acanthosis nigricans and psychosocial dysfunction. Obesity and mortality risk. Obesity also increases the risk of mortality. Now, what are the weight loss benefits? When even if there is a 5 to 10% weight loss, there is reduction in type 2 diabetes, reduction in cardiovascular risk factors, improvement in blood lipid profile, improvement in blood pressure, and improvement in sleep apnea. How do you evaluate obesity? There is a big algorithm for obesity evaluation. We will not go into the details, but most importantly what you do are blood glucose levels, HbA1c, serum lipids, CRP, and we will not go into the treatment. The most important treatment is realizing that obesity is a disorder, obesity is a disease, and at least a target of at least 10% weight loss per month can lead to significant loss of weight and decrease in all these diseases. So most important is lifestyle modification. The tip of the iceberg is surgery, but what is the base of the iceberg? Lifestyle modification. In BMI more than 25%, pharmacotherapy if BMI is more than 27 to 30, and if it is more than 35 to 40, surgery, as you have those gastric surgeries, the bariatric surgeries. Okay. Now these are the different weight loss regimes, and the most important method for losing weight is lifestyle modification, decreased intake, more amount of exercise. We have to realize that overweight is not a disease, but obesity is a disease by itself. So with this class,